And I want to urge you members, we give you insurance. Please go to government facilities. Please. Honorable members, Honorable Minister of Education, Sports.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues. First of all, on my own behalf, as a Member of Parliament for Ngariam County, and on my own family, I would like to begin by extending my condolences to the bereaved family of my sister, Honorable Nachimi, and the people of Kalangala. It's on record, the last time I appeared before this floor was last Wednesday, when I brought a statement here regarding a matter which the Right Honorable Leader of Opposition had requested me to present in line with our preparedness for AFCON 2027. Honorable colleagues, the late, as we all know, had passion for sports. The late, as we all know, was an athlete. The late, as we all know, was one who played many disciplines of sport, and for those who attended the parliamentary games can bear me witness. The late, if you all recall, I remember the competition which was in Rwanda, Kigali. She got injured in the netball court to an extent that she twisted her leg. But that did not stop her from representing the Parliament of Uganda, and I want us to clap for her, and may God. Madam Speaker, I'm happy my colleague, the Shadow Minister of Sports, is here. In line with the discussion we had concerning our preparedness of AFCON, we had agreed that this Friday we visit Hoima City Stadium and to look at other attendance training facilities which were working, including a visit to Kabalega International Airport. Why was we doing this? Is in line with the observations which my sister had raised on the floor of this parliament. It is unfortunate today, Madam Speaker, I host, as Uganda, the team of the Confederation of African Football, together with the Pamoja countries here in Kampala. The meeting started this morning up to now, but I had to excuse myself to come and pay my respect to our dear fallen sister. Friends, I have been here for some time. I am happy we are all here to show respect for our departed sister. But I'm happy our sisters left us with a flower, which is a living flower. We are good at coming here to make speeches. But what do we leave with our flower, which our sisters left us? It's my humble appeal, colleagues. In the 9th Parliament, we used to do it. In the 10th Parliament, we used to do it. In the 11th Parliament, we did it. Why don't we, if we truly believe in the love of our sister, contribute as members of Parliament to support the family of our departed colleague, particularly in the education of the daughter? It's my humble appeal, Madam Speaker, through you, that the Parliamentary Commission deducts a direct fee from each one of us, of the 529 members of Parliament, to contribute to the education of our late sister's daughter who is here. Madam Speaker, in my humble appeal, I would request that we deduct 500,000 from each of us members of Parliament's account to support the education of our dear sister. I'm bringing this, Madam Speaker, because as a sportswoman, the late gave her life to support and carry the flag of Parliament of Uganda in the sports fraternity in the East African community. And this has helped in widening, deepening, strengthening the East African Confederation. I beg to move Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank
I thank
you.
you so much.
Those who are against. Those who are against, please stand. No, I don't. I first want those who are against before I ask for a secondment. Those who are against, you know why I'm saying, honorable members, you know why I'm saying that those who are against should stand. When we ask for a deduction for Honorable Lanya, you are the same people who made the noise, saying that you were forced. Is the motion seconded? Seconded. Honorable Obua, Honorable by the whole house. I am putting a question that those in support of the deduction of 500,000 in favor of the education of Honorable late Nakimuli Hellen's daughter say aye, to the contrary nay. The ayes have it. Clerk should deduct the 500,000 from the 529 members. Chairman of the sports. Chairman, then I will come to the Minister Emeritus of Sports.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I stand to support the motion that has been moved by the Right Honourable Prime Minister, paying tribute to the late Hellen Nachimuli. Right Honourable Speaker, on behalf of the Parliamentary Sports Club that I lead, I wish to extend our deepest condolences to you, Right Honourable Speaker, to the entire House and the family upon the loss of Honourable Nachimuli. Right Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Nachimuli has been one of the executive members of the Parliamentary Sports Club, and the Parliamentary Sports Club is the biggest and largest fraternity in Parliament. But Honourable Nachimuli has had the biggest influence in the sports club. Right Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Nachimuli plays all disciplines. In 2021, she came to the football pitch and wanted to train with us in football because she said she had played football in her early life. She went to tug of war and we advised her to concentrate elsewhere. She went to athletics, I recall. She's been very good at basketball, volleyball, and netball. There's no doubt about it. And Right Honourable Speaker, when we are talking about the Parliament of Uganda winning accolades in the East Africa Interparliamentary Games, the Honourable Nachimuli has played a very big role in that achievement. And Right Honourable Speaker, we are here to testify to that achievement. These trophies that we are laying on the table today are here partly because of the immense contribution of the Honourable Nachimuli. Every year she has participated in a discipline. If it is volleyball, ladies volleyball, if we are not number one, we are number two. In basketball, if we are not number one, we are number two. In netball, if we are not number one, we are number two. And these are the trophies that reflect or attest to that achievement. Right Honourable Speaker, I'm not so sure that the 12th Parliament will have a player as active and ambidextrous as the Honourable Nachimuli. Being able to play all disciplines, we will wait to see. But she has been a rare talent, and I think for us at that level, we are really very grateful for her contribution. Right Honourable Speaker, she has been very passionate about women football. And in our last meeting, she proposed that the parliamentary games should also have women football. She was very passionate about it. No wonder, I recall when Uganda hosted the CHAN, every game Uganda played, she was always in Nambole. Honorable Duru here knows, and the others, Honorable Kayemba Solo, with whom we've been watching these games, she was always there. In fact, she's among the few women MPs, if not the only one, who religiously attended those games in Nambole. So we shall always remember her for that. Finally, Right Honourable Speaker, Honourable Nachimuli has been very passionate about health. The Right Honourable Prime Minister was talking about that aspect of it. When we were here and Parliament was urging government to recognize sickle cell disease as a public health concern, she was among the people who stood up to support that idea because she has been a sickle cell health activist in that right. So we will also remember her for that cause. Finally, Right Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Nachimuli has been a decent person. Very decent, very disciplined, very social, and very courteous. Those are not common traits, especially these days, where indecency and courteousness are the order of the day. We will continue to emulate those values if we want to make a very good contribution to our society. I wholly associate with the motion that was moved with by Honorable Ogwang, and that has been very good poetic justice, because the Honorable Nachimuli has been supporting every initiative here in the Parliament, especially regarding contributions. So by us passing that motion, I think we have paid her back very well, and I want to thank the Honorable Ogwang and the MPs for ensuring that we have consensus on that aspect. Right Honourable Speaker, the issue you raised of some people saying they were forced, we had an opportunity to discuss that issue here. As a matter of fact, it is colleagues who are not in the House at that time who later addressed the press and said we were forced. But the nature of parliamentary business is by collective responsibility. Whether you are around or not, first of all, we are all duty-bound to be here. So if Parliament makes a resolution and you are not here, it's better you accept to be bound by that resolution. It is really very unfair for you to go outside on radio or TV and then claim that we are being compelled into these resolutions. I think it is important for us to have that respect. Finally, Right Honourable Speaker, I want to move that let it be a practice adopted by this House that if any of us is deceased, we agree that a deduction of 500,000 be made as a practice. I beg to move, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. Honourable members, we cannot pass that because this parliament is not going to be the next parliament. We will have different cultures in different parliaments. Most of us are leaving, and the ones who will come may say that was a decision that you made at your time. So we cannot make a decision for the next parliament. Honourable Obua. Honourable members, let's be a little brief.
Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker. Madam Speaker, my tribute submission will be restricted to Honourable Hellen Nakimuli, the sportswoman, because Honourable Hellen Nakimuli, the Member of Parliament, distinguished herself as a nationalist and a patriot in all her submissions on the floor. Madam Speaker, whereas she passed on as team captain of the Parliamentary Volleyball Club, I equally served for 10 consecutive years as the team captain for the Parliamentary Football Club, where we brought 9 trophies. In the 10 years, we only lost once. This morning, as the body arrived, I want to salute members of the Parliamentary Sports Club because we exhibited the highest degree of solidarity. And I was reminded of the wise words of the late Mandela on sports. He had this to say, sports has the power to change the world. Sports has the power to inspire. Sports has the power to unite the people. If there is something that united the late Honorable Hellen Nachimi with members of the 11th Parliament, is our multitasking in sports. Madam Speaker, in modern public administration, we emphasize multitasking. But also in modern sports, we emphasize utility players. And the late Honorable Nachimi was a utility player. A club will buy you while knowing whereas you can play the wing, you can also play backwards, and you will be called a wing back. That is in football. The late Hellen Nachimi, we are talking about her participation in different sporting disciplines. But I witnessed in one day, one person playing 3 different sports. In the morning, volleyball. In the afternoon, basketball. In the evening, netball. I want to really pay my last respect to her and describe her in sports as a star performer in all disciplines, as a utility player. I remember at one point, because for me my niche is in football, when the athletics was just introduced, Parliament of Uganda did not have a team for short relays. The coach had to draft myself, Honorable Dongauto, Honorable Ogwang, and Honorable Bagole to go for short relays. When we participated in short relays, the following day we were having a football competition. And the 4 of us were also partly utility in a way. That is the time in the 10 years, Parliament of Uganda the following day lost in football because 4 of us had participated in a discipline that we had never participated in. But you can imagine the late Honorable Nachimi in one day can play 3 different sporting disciplines. We are talking about getting injured. Even the time the late Honorable Nachimi got injured, injury was planned by our opponent. That is the fact. It was planned. I know of a country that planned to injure her. And she knew. And it came to pass. That is the person we are paying tribute to.
Thank you.
Right Honorable Speaker, for me, I feel convicted that much as my brother Honorable Ogwang has moved the motion, let that be the minimum. I may be willing to contribute more than that. May a paper be passed for those who would wish to contribute more than the minimum to sign. I am personally willing to contribute 1 million Uganda shillings towards the education of that young girl.
Thank
so
you.
if there is a paper that will pass, for those who are contributing, let 500 be the minimum. But for those of us who are willing to go beyond, let that paper pass such that it can be done. Today it's me, tomorrow is someone else. Today is Honorable Nachimi, tomorrow is another person. It may be Honorable Solo, who is the shadow. Rest in peace, our hero. Thank you.
Sechi. Honourable members, let's be brief. Sechi.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. And through your chair, Right Honorable Speaker, allow me, on the behalf of the family of Father Christopherus Walusimbi, the Orthodox Church in Uganda, and the Interparliamentary Assembly on Orthodoxy, to convey the sincere appreciation towards you, Right Honorable Speaker, members of Parliament, the leader of opposition and the National Unity Platform, government, and all staff and the public there, the voters, the people of Kalangala and Uganda on this tragic moment. Right Honorable Speaker, it is hard to stand here to imagine that one of us is lying and has departed from us. And the pain goes to know that she was a first-timer, but surprisingly, she had caught up well, she had fallen in, and her immense contribution is well far beyond any imagination. I want to thank her for that.
Thank you.
Thanks, colleagues who have made it possible. Across the political aisle here, thank you. I want to thank you really, Madam Speaker and the members. I want to thank you. You did not let us down because we are few. We are two. She's gone. And in May, I'll also be gone. And you can imagine the void that remain here. And to imagine that she had won a very bad election in the history of this country. She had scraped through. She had no petition. Nobody had petitioned her. She was waiting, awaiting her swearing in. And that is life. I won't delve into a lot of things, but I was touched by the leader of government business. She spoke so well. She appreciated the character, the steadfastness of she appreciated and took in the steadfastness, the candidness with which Honorable Nachimi spoke. And I got surprised. It means that even these side members are just worried. Once you stand firm and you speak good, even the government recognizes your contribution. She paid glowing tribute. So it doesn't mean that really, in this parliament you must say, I. Because you want to be good. She spoke well. She did. And the president, I thought the president wouldn't come down to this situation. But Right Honorable Speaker, you've given us a message from the president. She was part of the opposition, but the president, I want to thank the president. I want to thank him for that. It is good. When you are the father of the nation, you must do that. And it's a good example. I want to thank the solidarity of the opposition. For me, I thank you, members of the opposition. You nurtured Nakimuli. But you did not take her away from us. She remained a Ugandan. She remained a member of the Orthodox Church. She remained strong. And even if we have differences, but again, you groomed her in a way that she was much appreciated. I want to thank Honorable Katumba Wamala. Thank you very much. You were not there in Kalangala, but your presence was felt. The enormous contribution you've made, the offer you've made for the islanders to come to the mainland and follow to the burial of their representative is commendable. Thank you.
Thank you.
You touched me. And lastly,
Thank you.
May God do kindness to her. But one last thing, Right Honourable Speaker, and I heard Dr. Chris, who is a doctor by profession. There must be those things that must be explained. How does someone drive in without the formal procedures of receiving a patient, having her admitted, you check on everything before you operate on that person? Where are the procedures in this country? Even in our health centers there, you don't walk into the theater. There must be measures.
Thank you.
Who are these? Who are the qualifications of these doctors? We must get an explanation, Right Honourable Speaker. Look at the papers, look at the qualifications of those handling our lives. We've lost her, we may not forget her. And with that, I took note, and I think the investigation should look into these people. Once you are there, you are under anesthesia, and I thank you. I thank you. I rest my case.
Thank you.
Fairly well, Honourable Nachimi. Thank you.
Honourable members, all those questions are going to be answered. We are asking for all those questions to be answered. We've had a series of meetings, and LOP is involved in every meeting. And we have questions that we want them to answer. Government has taken responsibility, we want that answered. Because today it is happening to Helen, it will happen to another person. Karim.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. I join you, the rest of the members of Parliament, in mourning our dear colleague, Honourable Hellen Nachimuli, and may her soul rest in eternal peace. I do want to take this opportunity to thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, to thank the entire Parliament for standing with the family. I want to thank the Leader of Opposition, the Secretary General of the NUP, because those were mainly the first people when we got the information, the Right Honourable Speaker and the Leader of Opposition, who got in touch with the family and have been there throughout this journey. I've heard a lot has been said about the medical condition, the post-mortem and all that. I think I do request that we give it time, because I was personally there. I was among the first people at the hospital, Alexandria, and I moved with the body to Mulago. I was there during the entire post-mortem and saw everything. And the doctors, actually, there were about 6 or 7 of them, and they told us it was inconclusive. So they had to remove some of the small parts to take and do further tests in other laboratories. And they requested for time, that they need to be given more time, such that they can get
those results are also out. Those ones are also out.
The results?
The results.
All right, thank you.
There is only one result that is left.
Okay, thank you, Right Honourable. And we were all, of course, most of us, we were in shock, because I was in shock. I'd never been there, but I was there because I was in shock and I couldn't believe. But if the results are out, I think it's up to the family to maybe share with us if they do want to share. Let's not anticipate, let's not talk things that we do not have much knowledge about. Lastly, I do want to thank my colleague, Honourable Minister, for the motion, Minister Ogwang, because we've all been in the sports, Honourable Hamson Obua. We've been there, we've seen the contribution of Honourable Nachimuli in the sports. And I remember in the games in Arusha, when Honourable Obua, something happened during the
Order.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. From the onset, I want to state that I fully adopt the motion moved by the Right Honourable Prime Minister and Leader of Government Business. I also strongly associate myself with the submissions of the Leader of the Opposition and the motion for amendment made by the Honourable Minister of Sport. Madam Speaker, when I was a member of the Local Government Accounts Committee in the 10th Parliament. I first saw Honorable Nachimuli when we met the delegation from Kalangala, who had appeared before us in Masaka. When she joined Parliament, I had the privilege of serving with her in the shadow cabinet, and many of her attributes have been mentioned here, which I fully agree with. Now, by way of paying tribute to her, I want to share a short story of what transpired between me and her. Our dear friend outside this house, the Honorable Engineer Moses Magogo, invited me courteously to watch a game at Nambole. As a friend, the same invitation was extended to Honorable Hellen. So at the VIP lounge at Nambole, I was seated. There was Honorable Hamson Obua, Honorable Peter Ogwang, Honorable Nachiwala Chiinji, and one of the FOFA vice presidents. So a lady came into the VIP room. Honorable Nachimuli caught my head and said, "You are not allowed to look at her." And she ensured that I looked the other way. So at that point, I wanted to ask the Honorable Obua in Luo that we are not allowed to look at her, because I was afraid that Obua would look at that lady. The Honorable Ogwang, Peter Ogwang, was very busy. Let me make it short. So she had successfully managed to tease me. I'm not easy to be teased. But then I had to find a way. So I asked her, because I knew she loved photos. I told her this would be a very good opportunity for you to take a photo with that lady. And she said, okay, you come and take the photo. So I had the opportunity now to make eye contact with that lady. So in our honor, Madam Speaker, I would like to I didn't ask questions who she was, but this photo I took at Nambole that day. Honorable Obua was present, and Peter Ogwang was there. I don't know who this lady is, but I pray that the daughter who is up there can get inspired and also grow and be very courteous, very respectful like this lady. May her soul
Thank you.
rest in
Thank
peace.
you.
I lay.
Thank you. Honorable Balam Kasolo Wamala.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Please, we'll use 1 minute, 1 minute.
I would like to, first of all, begin with the gospel in the book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 7. For the Lord is righteous, he loves justice, the upright will see his face. Honorable Hellen Nachimuli has been standing as a dedicated member of parliament. The few interactions I've had with her here, constantly representing our people with commitment and purpose. She has been known for her integrity and accountability, actively participating in law making and continuing to prioritize the needs and interests of our constituents. She has been serving as a committed leader who focused on public service rather than personal gains, working closely with her community in Kalangala to promote development and improve lives of the poor people in Kalangala. Honorable Nachimuli was not transactional. I made several attempts to transact with her, to join NRM. She didn't allow, and I told her I will find more time to transact with her, so she wasn't transactional. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, and your family for paying our little girls' school fees up to Senior 4. Allow me convey heartfelt condolence from my colleagues and leaders of Patriotic League of Uganda, led by our chairman, General Kainerugawa Mohoz, the CDF. And also, I will need to conclude with the book of John, chapter 11:25. I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die. Rest in peace, our sister, Honorable Nachimuli of National Unity Platform.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, just a second. Honorable Stella Isodo of Ngora, sometime back she passed on. She left 5 children. They are not doing well. Last week I received a member of the family in my office to support her family. I want to appreciate the members, including me, who have allowed a deduction of 500. But if possible, we may consider to support Isodo's family because she was also a player. If possible, she's a member from FDC. She was a member of parliament from FDC. I beg, Right Honorable Speaker, you allow, we deduct another 500 for Isodo's family as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Honourable members, there is a contribution of 10 million shillings from the mighty NRM party. With a condolence letter signed by Right Honourable Richard Trodong. Thank you so much, NRM. Thank you. Honourable Kasolo.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable colleagues, allow me to register my heartfelt and deepest condolences to you, Right Honourable Speaker, the August House, the leader of opposition, the people of Kalangala, Greater Masaka, and the entire Uganda. Right Honourable Speaker, because of time, I want to inform this August House that Honourable Nakimuli Hellen was all round. In fact, she was opposition, but you couldn't believe that she was indeed opposition. But she could stand on the principles of her party. Right Honourable Speaker, they are colleagues from opposition who really don't want to associate with ministers of government even when their people yearn for development. But Honourable Nachimuli couldn't do this. I remember the day when I went to Kalangala, I was received by Honourable Nachimuli and the Honourable Kabusu. We spent 2 days there, and indeed, I received their requests, and I worked on them. But their colleagues who have approached me, they say, "Can you give me this in private?" So Honourable Nachiwala was exceptional. Honourable Hellen was exceptional. However, Right Honourable Speaker, allow me also to ask for one important thing from the leader of opposition and my colleagues. Honourable Hellen deserves decent send-off. Tomorrow we are all ready to go to Luwelo. But this business of Ugandans trying to threaten the mourners from, yes, because I almost witnessed this in Kalangala Council yesterday when you attempted to stop the RDC to deliver his message.
Honourable members, this body is for Parliament of Uganda.